Good day, fellow observers. Today we're continuing our hospital edition testing for version 13.2.9. This time we are headed to Bellevue Hospital Center. This is in Manhattan. It is a 54-minute drive, 31 miles. Let me activate FSD. Okay, so we are coming from Long Island and we are going to the city, and specifically Bellevue Hospital. And now we made a right here, and then we cross this stop. Okay, there's an SUV. Okay, good slowdown here. Now we advance. Slow down because of this quick turning pickup truck. Now we make a left and there is a Jeep. Okay, we should have a window by now. Okay, good. Alright. Okay, now we cross a green light. So wait a sec. I don't think I mentioned the time and the distance. So it is a 51-minute drive, 30 miles. So we are turning right here on green, so this is straightforward. Turn right here. Okay, good slow down. Trying to make sense out of the situation. So it should have the right of way, and it's good that it continued advancing. And that was also good that it was slowing down as well, just to make sure that nothing's going to cross at an awkward time and it's speeding. Okay, so we're looking for a room here. Okay, we can't get this. I think after this one. No, not even. Okay, this one for sure. Okay, good. So we are merging pretty early. Good. We have a room. what I want to point out. Sometimes FSD speeds up here, but then this lane is merging. So at least for this case, that FSD didn't really try to overtake this car, and that's something that happens sometimes because I think I've used it not on my testing but on my private use, that FSD tries to speed up at that point, and so it's somehow awkward, and I think I disengage sometimes, but during testing we didn't capture that. It's only in my personal use, so but still I just want to point that out. Okay, now we're on the passing lane. So FSD is just steadying its speed and giving way for that car. And also I noticed that we are already on fast speed on the passing lane, and I'm still trying to see. I think so far it's still okay with me not having to change the speed limit, but that's always in my mind whether or not I should, depending on traffic conditions. Okay, good slowdown there. Just adjusting to traffic, and I see ahead that we're slowing down even further, so we'll be doing that here and there. So we will be staying here for 12 miles before we head to I-495. We are exiting to exit 10 EW. Now we're entering through a construction zone, and FSD, I would say, has consistent results here. It can always read the lines and doesn't get lost, like should it go in between lines or not. So I mean, I have to point out as well that the paints are pretty clear, so that makes it even easier. But sometimes though, this area has some unclear lines, especially before, yeah, because the project just started. But even though that was the case, and up until now, so it's consistently finding the lanes and stay within it. And good adjustment there as well, like slowing down a little bit because of this SUV that kind of encroached on FSD's lane. So now we're about to leave the construction site. FSD, okay, so FSD beat me to it, so it's moving to the middle lane because this car is on the slower side, even though it's on the passing lane. That being said though, this lane is even slower, so I think FSD will move back. Okay, good. So now it's moving back. Slow down here. Now, as what I've mentioned in my previous tests, when FSD is on this area, FSD needs to continue to Grand Central Parkway. But in order to do that, it has to be on the middle lane or the right lane. And FSD always has a habit in this spot where it will do only last minute lane changes, and that sometimes is risky because it's not a guarantee that FSD can find a window at the late stage of moving to the middle lane. The reason why I said that because in my own drives, FSD actually got lost. Instead of moving to the middle lane, it just continued straight. So let's see if FSD will be able to move on time. Okay, at this point, if I'm driving, I would have moved to the middle lane, and let's see when FSD will move. Okay, so that's pretty bit late. Okay. Alright, so we are officially lost. So I'm just letting it go wherever it needs to go. Let's see if it will try to find its way back, or maybe find an even more efficient way. Okay, so good slowdown here. We are headed to Jackie Robinson Pkwy now. So we are going to exit 6 to Metropolitan Avenue. Okay, we're exiting here. So FSD is going to make a U-turn actually and head back and go to Grand Central, I think. So now we're exiting, it's going to make a left. Okay, so we have a flashing yellow arrow here. Okay, good. And it's going to make a left. Alright. Okay, good. So now we're back on Jackie Robinson Pkwy. FSD should have room. Alright, nice. So shout out to that SUV that slowed down. So I think, okay, so I'm looking at the nav, and it plans to go to I-678, which is Van Wyck Expressway, to Whitestone. So let's see how that will unfold. Okay, so now we're exiting to exit 7 to Van Wyck Expressway. So we are 27 minutes away, 11 miles. So it will actually exit to I-495 in 1.5 miles, and it's going to be on exit 12B. Okay, so now we're moving to the middle lane. FSD is accelerating. Okay, good. To the right lane. We have 0.5 miles left before exiting. Going to the off-ramp. Side, but it's still smooth. Okay, so now we're merging. We have a window. Okay, good. Let's see. Okay, good. So FSD accelerated there, so I kind of felt confident that the way it accelerated means that it can make it, because there was a car that was right behind, although it was running on the slower side. But still, I think that's one of the reasons why from my personal opinion, that I like to keep it on hurry mode, because that way FSD will have always the ability to accelerate as much as possible. Because I had encounters with standard version much, and I didn't feel confident that FSD would make it. So just want to drop that. And if you have a different opinion, please comment down below. But I think for me, FSD on hurry mode, especially if I know that I'm going to a highway, I think I need that setting activated. So we are 19 minutes, 7.7 miles away. Okay, so we are accelerating here on the passing lane, and we are 0.3 miles away before getting the next set of navigation instructions. Okay, good adjustment here, keeping the speed for that merging car. I do think we're headed to the Queens-Midtown tunnel. Yeah, we are. And now we're moving to the middle lane here. To the middle lane again. Okay, good. Now we're on the right lane. So in 2.2 miles, once we get out of the tunnel, we are making a left we're headed to 35th Street's 2nd Ave. So I do think that once FSD gets out of the tunnel, it needs to make a bare left, and then let's see. Because even for myself, sometimes that part gets confusing, so you'd have to know which side you need to go to, because if you don't, you might be going to the wrong way. Because once you get out of the tunnel, there are already barricades, so you can't really switch. You can't really switch in the late stages, so you'd have to commit early. So now we're entering the Queens-Midtown tunnel. FSD is good with adjustment. Well, actually it's not adjusting, it just goes through and understands that it just will have to go through a tunnel and then observe the vertical blue posts on the right, and then just moving on good enough speed. So Bellevue Hospital is, I should say, on the south side, lower east. Could be, is it lower east? Yeah, I think it's lower east side of the city. So when we go, so here, Queens-Midtown Tunnel. So when we go out, we are at the middle, on the, like if you have the whole island of the city kind of on the midway, and then we head south towards Bellevue Hospital. Okay, so now we have the expected poor GPS location accuracy because there's no service here. Okay, so now we're out, and it's good that FSD chose this side because it could just make a left. And let's see when the poor GPS will resolve. Okay, good slowdown here for that SUV that was merging, and now poor GPS accuracy just resolved. So we are making a left to East 35th Street. And then after that we make a right. Okay, good. Okay. Then we should make a right here. Okay, good. FSD moved to the right side. Okay, so we have a green light. Now we make a right here. Okay, good. All right. Okay, now we have a green light. In 0.4 miles, we are making a left to East 26th Street. So we are actually close. We are 3 minutes away, 0.5 miles. Now, I'm not sure why FSD would like to move to the next right lane, but it postponed it. We are making a left in 0.2 miles anyway. So we just need to continue straight. Okay, we're crossing some greens here, and we have 3 more lights, and FSD is adjusting well with this parked post office truck, and then it should move. Okay, good. Alright, so FSD is moving to the left turn lane, and we should, Okay, so we are making a left here. Alright, nice. So we're making another left on 1st Avenue, which is this light here. So now we have a green light, we're advancing, making a left. And now we are here. So I just want to see where FSD will stop. Okay, so it's here. Alright, so I'm just going to disengage and give my takeaways. So we started FSD from a parked spot and it was able to move out. After that, FSD was able to make a left. I'll just make general observations. So it went to the highway, actually went to, well, you know what, let me just give the description as much as I can. So made a left on stop, made a right on stop, and then made a left to New Bridge Road, and then headed to Wantagh Pkwy. After that, FSD cruised along and went to Grand Central Parkway. Then on exit towards Grand Central Parkway to continue to Grand Central Parkway, actually Northern State Parkway first, and then it becomes Grand Central Parkway. FSD got lost and went to Jackie Robinson Pkwy instead, but then it was able to make a U-turn and go back and went to Van Wyck Expressway. After that, it went to find an exit to I-495, and so it went back to the prior route. So FSD continued to I-495 and it was able to adjust to the traffic and made needed lane changes. After that, FSD went through the Midtown tunnel and was able to position itself to the passing lane, which meant it will just make a simple lane change to the left towards East 33rd, 34th, 35th Street. And then it made several turns, and this is where now I can't be specific because I don't memorize the street. It was able to make the necessary lane changes towards here on 1st Avenue, which is Bellevue Hospital is on the right. So that being said though, FSD was able also to adjust to the cars, like for example the post office truck. It was able to adjust to that and it was able to move to the next right lane. So just a background, this Bellevue Hospital, this is actually the flagship hospital of Health and Hospitals system. So Health and Hospitals, New York City Health and Hospitals is city hospital system in New York. And this is part of the same system as Elmhurst Hospital, which is the one we tested in Queens. So yeah, I think overall FSD was reasonable. It's just that one thing with the late lane change attempt towards to continue to Grand Central Parkway, and it got lost, and that's something I've been pointing out. Well, not really, I'm not sure how often I point it out, but I often observe it in my private use and then also with my testing. So just want to put it out there. So yeah, I mean, those are all my takeaways for this test, and if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.